Still watching Game On. Welcome back. We just wrapped up our top 5 stories and now we're going deeper into the world of sport. Women taking the center stage. Let's take you to Kigali, Rwanda. And it ends 48-79 between Rwanda and Nigeria in the semi-final of the women's Afrobasket in Kigali. For the very first time, Nigerian Tigers, they will have qualified for the 4th consecutive final at the Afrobasket Women's Championship, trashing the host nation, Rwanda. These girls deserve some flowers, you must say, after they're trying to make it a 3-peat championship there. Now, the Tigers, they extend this unbeaten run to 23-0 and have won every single game played on the African soil since they lost in October 2nd, 2015. Now, that's 4 consecutive Afrobasket editions. Right now, to join us in this conversation to see how the girls have come the long way they have come, we've got basketball commentator Rotimi Akindele joining us. Thank you so much, Rotimi, for joining us on the show today.
Thank you for having me. And it's just a coincidence that I'm wearing the Rwanda jersey, just to be in the spirit of the Afrobasket.
I am wondering how patriotic you are. Come on, I'm wondering how patriotic you are.
I just love, it's not about patriotism, I just love good sports, that's all.
All right, let's talk good sports right now. Now, at the end of the 4th quarter, I was a bit scared. I was pretty scared as Nigeria gave up too many fouls. But shout out to Amy Okonkwo. She posted 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 steal. And I cannot forget Enabosi, among others. Enabosi was so huge for this game. She was shooting. It was top-notch. She hardly missed the shots. Rotimi, what do you think about the Tigers and their exploits today?
Well, it was a good game. I didn't think it was going to be that easy, really, for the D Tigers. We were expecting a party, expecting some dramatic ending to whatever was going to happen inside the BK Arena. But then again, it looks like the hosts didn't come to the party at all. They barely led for about 1 minute 28 seconds in that game, in the entire tie. And then at some points, D Tigers went 15-0, a 15-0 run rather, in the first quarter. And from the first quarter, you knew there was no going back. Even in the second quarter, there was no going back. Yes, in the third quarter, you did mention they tried to come back, talking about the host nation, lots of fouls in there. But at that point, you know that the experience you have or the quality you have now would see the D Tigers through to the next round. I mean, they were brilliant from the bench, as it were. Again, the coach, Wakama, has always relied on the bench, and that worked again today. The bench actually produced about 33 points in this game, far more than Rwanda's 6 points from the bench. And you can see the disparity in terms of quality in there. Fast breaks were also used, talking about fast break points. We had 12. Rwanda couldn't even deal with that as well. In terms of rebounding as well, we out-rebounded the Rwandese, as it were. And we scored from behind the arc, I think 11 out of 24. So it was a clear dominance all through, across board, and it was well-deserved. And like you mentioned, in 2015, I was in that game when Nigeria last lost on the continent. It was a 1-point loss to Cameroon at the Palais Sport in Yaoundé. And since then, there's been no going back for the D Tigers. So whatever personnel we have making up the D Tigers, this is the team to beat. This is a team a team very difficult to beat, as it were, and it's just brilliant what we've been able to achieve in the last few days, especially considering how this team was put together.
All right, I would say that these other countries did not see Nigeria coming, Rotimi. Should we take a moment to appreciate Coach Rina Wakama at this Afrobasket? Because I know it just took a few minutes to, put up a team together for this championship. But with that, she's not falling short. She has gone 4 games, beating any team that comes her way. Should we give it up for the coach this time?
Definitely. Of course, it's a big task. I mean, asking you to coach a national team. If it were a club side, you can understand. Whatever happens, we take. But it's a national team going into a major championship, even though the NBBF has its own faults and all of that. But the fact that she was able to be brave enough to take up this challenge. Yes, she also knew some ladies that she wanted to play with. Even when we had that funny, in quote, tryouts that never worked. She knew those she feels could deliver for her on the night. And in the first 2 games, you could see that this team, even up until yesterday's game against Mozambique, the chemistry is not in there yet. The synchronization was not very tight. But as the game progresses, like I've always said during the preview of this particular tournament, that Nigeria is going to progress game after game. And it looks like that's what we're seeing. So credit to the coach, no doubt. She's been able to handle this team pretty well. And like I said, she relies on the bench so much that the bench has always come on to deliver. So she gets the credit. Can she go on to win or maintain her unbeaten record on the continent? Yes, she can. Will the record will the record end someday? Yes, it'll end someday. But maybe I don't want it to end now. But then the joy again is we have also qualified for the Olympic qualifying tournament next February. And hopefully if we do well in that particular event, we can go for another Olympics just like we were there in Tokyo 2021 or 2020, 2021. So credit to the coach, no doubt. The fact that she was brave enough to accept this challenge, or you are playing the games that just want you to maybe finish 8th, 5th, 6th, or 7th. So it's not a problem. I'm sure the coaches are aware, the players are aware. It's been like this for a long time, and it shouldn't be a problem for us.
Okay, shouldn't be a problem. I'm hoping also that the women taking center stage in Nigeria, the Super Falcons will do better in the last 16. These D-Tigers are in the final. Rotimi, I cannot keep my camp here. They are in the final once again, and women, of course, being in the forefront for Nigeria once again. We keep saving you all. We keep saving you.
You can say that. I mean, you can say that again. We always celebrate our women, no doubt, especially when it comes to sports. Athletics, you know, we have the world champion, who's also a beautiful woman. You've got the likes of them in track and field doing pretty well. So across board, you always, I mean, nobody's going to blame, nobody's going to look at the NBBF about their shenanigans or what they did. Everybody just wants to support the Nigerian team. And if the Nigerian team keeps doing well, they'll keep getting the support, you know. And so D-Tigress, I mean, fantastic ladies, no doubt. Super Falcons. So we keep supporting you. That's why I'm on your show, to support you as well. So, so just enjoy the moment. It's good. But when it comes to our turn as well, I'm sure you ladies will also support the guys. So.
Okay, we're hoping.
Just saying.
Yeah, behind a successful man, there's always a woman. So, Rotimi, I have to wrap it up there. Thank you so much for joining us on the show today.
You're welcome.